Ricardo Goss. Trying to pick out Nico Mobi. Shalulila either.
Yeah, we haven't, because he's flying there from Supersport. Makes it difficult for him.
Chairman of multi-choice, wearing the cap with number 43, Mr. Masilela. Group chairman of multi-choice, looking attacking intent, having come on for Poulen already. We've seen now he's seeing a run from him, so already maybe making an impact.
Yeah, initiate that transitional move and nearly brought in a good cross there for Jugamand inside the box.
We are going to get some changes here. And Sanoka committing and diving in there, allowing Ribeiro to escape.
They do find those half chances from the right-hand side. It's just that the cross never really becomes a good one for any finisher to be able.
A historic stat between his stats go on is that 4 of their last 5 meetings have produced a winner. So we'll hope that will continue. So the changes are coming. We believe it will be Tashrik Matthews will replace Peter Shalulile, who's really been bottled up in this one. Obrimodiba will come on for Lebohang Maboe. That just tells you now about that is a tactical change for sure. Then want to do things a little differently in bringing on Themba Zwane to replace a more defense-minded Allende.
Yeah, and I think, he masters that pocket of space. That is Themba Zwane. He thrives in those spaces, and I think with how Supersport is set up in that midfield, they might find those gaps, and those are the gaps that they need, and that's the way Themba Zwane is specialized.
Themba Zwane is just made the one start since the start of. How do you rate Themba Zwane? In terms of him coming onto a bench to impact.
Supersport will be very disappointed in a space of time where they conceded this type of goals. Look at how they win the ball. Present Chep, Matthews, they're playing the ball forward. Ribeiro there. But also look at how sour and selfish Themba Zwane is. You could have been able to finish it there, but you leave it for Ribeiro to be able to score. But this is what you needed. You needed players to be able to run beyond that defensive line, to break that defensive line, because it was very solid in the first half. They were playing in front of them. Now you have players that can be able to run and just beyond them. It makes things a little bit simpler.
Especially there, also will have a bit of nightmares about that, where what he was doing, running towards his own goal and then giving away the ball as well. Trying the pass to Ime Ocon, but instead gave the ball away. And now Ribeiro Costa also opens his account, and Sundowns have really, Supersport United, after being so solid defensively, have been undone. Have been undone by 2 sucker punches, really. Talk about a left-right combination that surely possibly have dealt them the knockout blow now. Supersport have hardly threatened. Is there a way back into this one for them? Is there a way back? Well, I'll tell you about the record of Supersport coming from behind against Supersport United. I can remember them doing so famously at this ground with scoring an absolute corker for Matsatsantsa that night. But when scoring first, last season Sundowns did not lose a single one of us. They scored first in 24 matches and they won 21 of them. Now, at the other end, good work from Okon this time, and Sanoka laying it back to Goss. Tembazwane, my word. Incredible.
It's just
it open at will now. Corner. Ikram Reyners already on the score sheet, and good work from Moralo. They're gonna make a change. Another change coming up here for Supersport United. Now they are chasing the game. Chasing the game. They are going to bring on an attacking player in the form of another youngster. Seviwe Makitikiti is a player being in. I don't know. It was the right idea. They're on the back post looking for Ribeiro Costa.
Yeah, it was a brilliant idea. But getting involved again, you know, carrying that ball. What a great pass that he put there for Matthew. You can see the idea and have a finish there. That's what they need to do. Take a little bit of risk, force Mamelodi Sundowns.
Goals are flowing again for Mamelodi Sundowns, showing that what happened in MTN8 was just nothing more than a bit of a glitch. It's a competition that over the years has been, and it's no coincidence, I wouldn't think, Teko Modise, that the game turned on the introduction of Tembazwane.
Getting maximum points away from home, and
had a 2-0 lead with goals from Noma and unbeaten in their last 16 opening day matches are Mamelodi Sundowns. And they are also continuing this dominant record against Supersport United. I mentioned that this is the team they've beaten more than any other in the Premiership.
And when you just changed.
Costa has now scored on the opening on match day 1 for the second season in succession.
Yeah.
Did so last season as well. Fed up, but I think to some extent, let's have a look. It's Reyners that's.
Yeah, it was such an excellent display indeed. Continues from scoring last season. Finds himself in that, you know, a space that he was denied in the first half by Sanoka.
Coisalina, rapaz.
What is that?
That's what they would say in Brazil. Parabéns. It's a fantastic display. What a player. What a player. Well, Supersport United are going to make a double change of their own. Double change for them coming up. Tabang Masangu was a star of the DDC last season. top scorer. He will come on for Terence Sugamanja. Disappointing night for Sugamanja. Very little happened before him.
Just that front three that Supersport started.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work today.
I was about to say maybe there's some lessons they would have learned, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I would be interested to see what kind of change, what kind of lineup Supersport United will put out next time out. Now Sundowns reverting to Sortier now. The ball. It's just managing to go. Next up for Supersport United. Over the weekend they face Royal AM at home. I would imagine there will be a very different starting lineup.
Yeah.
Given what we saw tonight here.
Yeah, I'm sure we know our coach Kevin Hunt is a serial winner. He would want to see a better performance from his team.
Oh, this is wonderful here now. Morena, little cutback here. Zwane! Almost playing it in for Aubrey Modiba.
Yeah, he needed wanted a 1-2 there. You can see that first touch was just a little bit in front of him, so he was forced to try and play 1-2, but Modiba at that time he was going. We did speak about how much passage they find on the right hand side. There's a nice cut back there from Tapelo Moreno. Good defensive work there by Sanok.
Here comes a double change then. There goes Sugamanja, replaced by Tabang Mahlangu, and also the Chad international signed, making his debut here, Eric Mbangosum, signed from the Moroccan side, UTS Rabat. He makes his entrance then. It's a defensive player, so it's an interesting call there.
I guess because now maybe you sense that the game is gone. Possibly you start planning on the next game, planning on the next possible combination that you may find.
Well, he's come on to replace Ndlovu, so I guess it makes sense. One defensive player on for another.
I also feel like
there are too many of the key players, Ndlovu included, had an off day for Supersport United.
100%. And one would have expected, because then you had, if you remember Bochenpoel when he played against Orlando Pirates, I think he had a fantastic game in that midfield. And I strongly felt that today maybe might be also one of the players as well that will be put on, especially with him and I. You know, you try to find that perfect combination. We don't know what the reason behind it is, but I guess it's one of those situations you just want to react to the game is saying.
Yeah, I think they were consumed by fear here. Where Supersport coming into this one, fearing the worst against the team that tormented them for years. Swan is setting up another now. The cross there though was too deep, but the vision from Themba Zwane. Now here's Aubas. Showed too much of it there. In the Supersport United disc. In their 57th meeting against them. So double. They won 50% of matches they've played against Supersport United. That's just total dominance. They're all right there, the new man, Eric Mbangosum. They could have.
Let's hope that he's not injured from that.
It's all good. All good. We are waiting for the signal as to how much time will be added on at the end of this 90.
You know that he'll find those pockets. He's not scared to play in between the lines as a playmaker. That gives a lot of confidence when you're a midfielder, because you don't have to go deep and collect the ball.
Minimum 4 minutes to to be added on at the end of 90, although I fancy the final whistle can come soon enough for Supersport United, who have a really bad record, it must be said as well, on opening day. ABS malfunction there for Jape Morano. Now, onside, Morena took a deflection. Should be a corner. It is indeed.
Yeah, he needs to get it right with that first touch. You know, he was out. Good ball they've been played by Obers. You want that first touch to be in an advantageous position to be able to play in that cross, and with this speed, he should be able to get it right there. But good defensive work there from Supersport.
As I said, the next one up for Sundowns is another biggie, as they will be facing Kaizer Chiefs in away from home. But in fact, before that, I beg your pardon, they face Marumo Gallants. But they have a CAF Champions League fixture to deal with before that, against Mamelodi Sundowns. And then Tashrik Matthews chasing that one. It's Marumo Gallants at one off the conveyor belt of Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm telling you, someone needs to drop some cash in Navarre and form a club there. The amount of talent that...
Yeah, there's a lot of talent there. Over the years, though.
Yeah, just somebody needs to revive our professionals. There's a foul. Lyle Kay playing against his former teammates here. And now, Duan Kekana, no need for this. There's no need for this now. Just totally there, but I think the handbags here a bit unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, it was a bad challenge from Lakay, but it was more clumsy than anything.
He's not even that type of a player.
They're taking a name of Lakay, presumably. And there you go. Job done. Had to dig deep a little. They need to produce a little bit something special from the producer of things, special things. Themba Zwane coming off the bench to set up the opener. And then Ibero Costa capping off a fine performance with the second that sealed the deal. And it's a familiar in the Tshwane derby as Mamelodi Sundowns that they will not be letting this title go.
You know, in the first half, I think they would not show a little bit. There was enough synergy, a little more conservative. I think in the second half, more confidence, important players coming onto the pitch to make that a lot of a difference. I'm sure they had the fans. Mamelodi Sundowns will be happy tonight.
It's the champions then that lay down a marker. Champions find a way to win. They had to dig deep, but they've got their season up and running in the perfect way. 2 goals unanswered, a clean sheet to boot. It's finished here. Mamelodi Sundowns 2, Supersport United 0. Sundowns rule the Tshwane derby.
So, Mamelodi Sundowns continuing a fantastic record when it comes to the Tshwane Derby. Now, before we wrap up what transpired here on the pitch, let's talk to the standout player. And it's this man right here, Lucas Ribeiro Costa. Muito bom trabalho. You speak a little
Sido muito importante pra gente começar a temporada com o jogador.
No, he says starting with the win, of course, is important with the 3-point against Supersport. What is good team. So happy for the 3-point in home for the supporters, and thank you for coming.
Congratulations. Obrigado.
Thank you very much.
Obrigado. All right. So just congratulations indeed to Ribeiro Costa.
Play a more creative game second half because we could.
The coach says still a lot of work to be done, still a long way to go, but this is the kind of start that they needed.
And unfortunately, that's what happened tonight.
And in terms of
I honestly thought, Donna, look at that, the flair, Tembazwane, and that's the kind of personality that you want. You need a little bit of flavor, the individual brilliance, someone that can really just take the game by the scruff of the neck and just take it to Supersport. And I thought Tembazwane came with that, but to be honest, I felt Supersport could have gone and continued with the front three, because in the first half, Mamelodi Sundowns were really fighting.
And you want to start off with a good note. You want to start off with good positive results and also good display as well from Mamelodi Sundowns, which is exactly what was expected. And I think the fans are happy for that.
That's right, and the importance as well of the goals. Scoring the goals, we with as well. Let's talk about the man of the match.
Yeah, I think Ribeiro's confidence is skyrocketing at this point in time. I also thought in the first half he could have scored a couple of goals, but Sanoka
able to do that, but good recovery work from Tyson with his experience. But these are the chances that never really got to find, especially in the first half. But I think in the second half, something, a little bit of a tempo from Mamelodi Sundowns helped them to be able to create these type of chances.
Yeah, Supersport United, they needed a little more bites in this encounter, because Ronwen Williams not really tested
a couple of good saves.
When you look at this outcome, this kind of score in the derby, it must be very difficult to look at some of the positives from Supersport United. But the coach for today mentioning that he could see where the synergy is starting to come in performances from a Mobi, for example.
Yeah, I mean, there was a thing as well. I think the perspective is maybe you see even morale from this game. But if you want to win the game, you have to have more numbers going forward.
Yeah, I totally agree. I thought maybe Supersport did make the necessary changes.
Said to the boys in the dressing room.
That's right. We're only just getting started. Today was the solitary encounter. It's going to be a big weekend of sporting action. So many different sports.